Okay, here we go. So we're going to draw a picture with 1 point perspective. First, I want you to fold your paper where it is square with an X in the middle. This is a 9 by 12. You should have an excess piece to the right. And what we're going to do is leave that piece attached so we can test with our pens, pencils, markers, that sort of thing. So you can see here I'm testing out a 0.7 gel tip pen. Alright, so our center point is going to be what we call the vanishing point. We're going to work off of there. And what I would like to do is take our ruler, split the difference, and we're going to make a 4 by 4 inch square. Of course, put 2 in the middle. 2 plus 2 is 4. And we're going to meet it at these fold lines, which will become our orthogonal lines that separate the ceilings from the wall and the floor from the wall. Alright. At that point, draw your orthogonals from the corner, and that will separate this area. So you want to look at it like you're looking into the room, and the square represents the back wall. Okay, to the right, what we're going to do is make a doorway, which is a little higher than the eye level line where the vanishing point is. And we're going to put a little picture frame or a small window there. All right, to the left, we're going to start working three-dimensional. So now we want to put a window on the left with a window sill, all that cool stuff. Okay. So you can see this, double your lines for your sketch. And in the corner of the windows, make those short lines horizontal. But always go back to the vanishing point when in question for your orthogonal lines, so you don't get your lines horizontal. If you do, they're not going to look right. Again, double your line here so you can see the door jamb of the opening on the right side. Now I'm doing this in real time, but I'm moving a little swiftly with this so I don't drag this video out too long, because it gets pretty extensive after a while. Alright, even in the original door that we drew, you still want to draw like any lines that represent a baseboard or difference between the floor and the wall. They still, you want to draw those to that vanishing point. Okay, so here you can see a division of the floor and the wall, and here I want to change the header to more of an archway, give it a little more character. And since we did that, let's go ahead and make this a window right here. So I'm kind of thinking maybe a little Italian style, maybe like a small restaurant or something like that in there. We'll just keep it simple, not too complicated. And let's put a window here in the back room. So you can see there's a wall, and then there's a wall behind that wall. Okay. The cool thing about vanishing point is it just keeps on going. It continues, whether you see it or not, it's there. And your orthogonals will always extend to that wherever you draw in your picture. So, but if you're above eye level, then you'll converge down. If you're below, you'll converge up. So here we're converging up, but I'm pulling my lines, because pulling the lines is, is a lot easier than to push your lines along the ruler. You can do it swiftly, pull the line to the edge of the paper, and move on to the next one. So what I want to try to do here is draw a few some floorboards for flooring. in the rooms, all the rooms simultaneously. So here you want to pivot to the right, draw a line, pivot to the right, draw a line, pivot to the right, draw a line, pivot to the right, draw a line. You just keep on going. I like to start from the center and work my way to the right, then from the center and work my way to the left. Since I'm right-handed, I'll pull to the right side of the ruler. It's a lot more comfortable to do it that way. If you're left-handed, you want to pull to the left side of the ruler. It's comfortable that way if you're left-handed. Okay, from that, I want to do a horizontal line. I'll do a little check. I'll skip each floorboard. Okay. And I want to do this across like that. Okay. Alright. Alright, so one of my students just gave me an idea that this really looks something like a restaurant to her, and she gave me the idea of the left window, draw something outside the window that would show another window with a building attached to it. So as soon as I'm done with these floorboards really quick, I'm going to try that. So here she's saying, yeah, why don't you take an archway and move that one out there. So okay, we'll try it. I'm always open to suggestions and ideas. A lot of my students are very helpful that way, and that's just how we learn back and forth. That's the cool thing about drawing in the classroom. You're not by yourself. You got other people around you, and you know, good comments, bad comments, take it for what it's worth. But you can't learn any other way. If you're by yourself all the time, sometimes it gets stagnant and things get kind of boring. So we'll see what happens here. All right. So we got the floorboards in, and just punching in a few more of these cross lines where the boards start and stop. Now for value, utilize the width of the pencil lead and just pull some lines across it. It's very soft, you get a tonal, and gives it a little nice effect. A few gray tones, things like that. Using a 6B pencil for this whole drawing. We use them in classroom all the time. So the first line I pulled was eye level in the window, just so that I could find a place to start this window outside of the window. So you see you have an oval window that's connected to a building outside of this room. It's not in the room, it's outside the room. Almost looks like a mirror, but it's not a mirror. Apply a few shutters. Give it an old school feel. Like it's got some historical significance. By the way, when I'm done with this, it's gonna, the coloration and everything, I kind of want it to be a little, I don't know, fun, comical a little bit, not too stagnant. Let's double the inside jamb on this. Since that's above the eye level, you're going to see underneath it. Alright. Here I want to throw in, let's put a table since we're going to go with this restaurant theme. So let's put a table here. And what I'm doing here is erasing over what I've already drawn, just so I can get, I'm outlining or blocking in with my eraser. It's an old technique, but it's very effective when you're drawing with a graphite pencil, especially a soft lead. And never draw with a heavy hand, always draw lightly so you can erase easily. So I erased an oval, now I can draw around it with a little more confidence, and I'm not holding back too much with the sketching. Just pull a line for table legs here, one over here. And then we'll throw in a couple chairs. Okay, just keep it simple, not too many objects in the room. I'm going to try to attempt a few ornate areas in the top of the chair and open it up. Open the back. There we go. Okay, we're going to finish up just a sketch on table legs. Don't forget throw a cast shadow in underneath the table and chairs. Use that finger, or you can use a rag or tissue paper for this. Just kind of give it a little tone. And we're going to draw a few objects on the table. I'll put some refreshments up here. Looks like it's a hot summer afternoon. I'll make some refreshments on the table. Yeah, I'll do a few reflections underneath the objects. Let's pull a few lines down below them, give an idea of reflections. Tabletop has a gloss surface. Okay, there we go. And just work in this other room over here, and let's put a painting on the wall. Let's make a painting in here. The very fancy ornate frame. Okay, now I want to put ceiling fan up here, so I need to do the panels of the ceiling fan. And remember, you're looking up from a worm's eye view, so you're going to see the bottom of the paddles. However, you got to use that old foreshortening technique and make the blades wider, higher up in the picture plane. And then when you go towards the middle of the fan, of course, they're going to be smaller. And then the ones that extend on the other side of the fan like that, they're a lot smaller. So you get that foreshortening effect. Okay. It's kind of tricky. It messes with your head when you're sketching it out. And we'll give a few cartoon swirls here. Make it look like it's in motion. Not too fast, just kind of slow-mo. Just put some recessed ceiling light. So the ceiling lights are recessed, and put a concave curve underneath them for the bulbs. And of course, you know, the closer you get to that vanishing point, the smaller your objects are. So the ceiling lights towards the back wall in the room are smaller. Next thing we want to do is we're going to play with the light that cascades from the window through the room. So in order to do that, we need to add value to the areas the light does not cascade onto. Just like we did a cast shadow underneath the chairs and the table. Now we want to add value below the window pane or window sill on the left wall, and above the left window across the ceiling. That'll let the white of the paper show across the room and gives just a gentle indication of light cascading across the room. Now put a little bit of a shadow in the back room so we can have some contrast to divide the two walls. And this helps reinforce the idea of aerial perspective within a room even. So there's all kind of perspective going on in here. It's really cool. It's a lot of fun. It's challenging. No matter how much you draw, it's challenging. And probably the most challenging part now is I'm going to take this 0.7 gel pen and start to ink in everything on here. This is crazy, right? So there it is, my attempt at inking it in, and I hope this video helped you out a little bit. I'm going to show some pics of after I add colored pencils to it, go with a simple color scheme, and try to work some things out that way. Okay. So keep drawing. Thanks for watching.